Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
O Helena, goddess, nymph, perfect divine, to what my love shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy, oh how ripe and show, your lips, those kissing cherries, tempting grow. Oh, let me kiss the seal of bliss.
Oh spite, oh hell, I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment, to vow and swear and super praise my parts, when I'm sure that you hate me with your hearts.
You're unkind, Demetrius, be not so, for you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part. And years of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Lysander, keep thee Hermia, I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone, and not to Helena is the home return.
Helen, it is not so.
Look where thee love comes, yonder is thee dear.
Lysander, why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love thou pressed to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
The hate I bear thee made me leave thee so.
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, have you conspired to bait me with this foul derision, to join with men in scorning your poor friend?
I scorn you not, it seems that you scorn me.
Aye, make mouths appear upon me when I turn my back. Wink each at other, but fare ye well.
Helen, I love thee, by my life I do.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, why are you grown so rude? What changes this, sweet love?
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would, I had your bond, for I foresee a weak bond holds you. I will not trust your word.
What, should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her, so.
Hate me? Wherefore? Oh me, what news, my love? Am not I Hermia? Are not you Lysander?
Be certain nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I hate thee and love Helena.
Oh me, you juggler, you canker blossom. Have you stolen my love's heart from him?
Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet you.
Puppet? Why so? How low am I? I'm not yet so low, but my nails can reach unto thine eyes.
Oh, when she's angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when we went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again, nothing but low and little. Let me at her.
Get you gone, you bead, you acorn. You are too officious. In her behalf that scorns your services, let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Now follow if thou darest, to track who's right. Of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with the cheek by Joe.
You mistress, all this coil is long of you.
Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed and not know what to say. Okay, now it's time to play our game. So, it's about...
In the second act of Shakespeare's Tempest, Alonso, Gonzalo, and many of their men suddenly lay asleep as if possessed by drowsiness. Sebastian and Antonio, however, find themselves unable to. Antonio will propose a plan for Sebastian to betray and kill his brother to take the throne.
I find not myself disposed to sleep.
Nor I. My spears are nimble. What might, worthy Sebastian, or what might, no more. And yet methinks I see in thy face what thou shouldest be, the occasion speaks thee, and my strong imagination sees a crown dropping upon thy face.
It is a sleepy language, and thou speakest. What art thou waking?
Noble Sebastian, thou lettest thy fortune sleep, die, rather, whilst thou art waking.
Well, I am standing water.
And I'll teach you how to flow.
Prithee say on, the setting of thine eye and cheek proclaim, a matter from me.
Thus, sir, the king, his son's alive. 'Tis as impossible that he's undrowned as he that sleeps here swims.
I have no hope that he's undrowned.
But without that no hope, what great hope have you? No hope that way is another way so high a hope. Will you grant with me that Ferdinand is drowned?
He's gone.
Sebastian slowly begins to become more convinced by Antonio's persuasion. Antonio's conscience finds himself in a new body.
Say this with death that now has seized them. Why, they were no worse than now they are. They'll be that when they both as well as he that sleeps. Oh, that you bore the mind that I do, or sleep with this for advancement. Do you understand me?
Methinks I do.
And how does your content tender your own good fortune?
I remember, you did supplant your brother Prospero.
True, and look how well my garments are upon me. My brother's servants were then my fellows, now they are my men.
But for your conscience?
Hey, so, realize that. Renatus died to my apostle. He likes your brother no better than all the allies upon. The fear that which now he's like, that's dead, whom I, with this obedient steel, 3 inches of it, can lay to bed forever, as you doing thus to this ancient morsel.
As thou goest Milan, I'll come by Naples. Draw thy sword, one stroke.
Draw together, and when I reel my hand, do you the like.
As Antonio and Sebastian draw their swords, Ariel, a spirit servant to Prospero, warns Gonzalo through musical tunes as he lays asleep.
Scene.
Okay, so as Blaze mentioned at the beginning, a rhetorical move that's present in our scene is a rhetorical question, which again is a question that's not meant to actually get an answer from someone, but more to imply something. So the question we focused on in our scene is when Antonio asked Sebastian, will you grant with me that Ferdinand is drowned? He's not asking Sebastian, does he think that Ferdinand is drowned? He's more implying like, he's drowned, there's no way he's not, and you should kill Alonso because then Ferdinand's out of your way. So yeah.
Goes to the island and camps out. When they're there, a strange sleep comes over everyone except Antonio, Prospero's brother, and Sebastian, the king of Naples' brother.
Shall no man else be touched by Caesar? I think it is not me. Mark Antony, so well beloved of Caesar, should outlive Caesar? Let Antony and Caesar fall together.
Our course will seem too bloody, Caius Cassius. To cut the head off and then hack the limbs, for Antony is but a limb of Caesar. Let us be sacrificers, Caius, but not butchers. Caesar must bleed, but gentle friends. Let's carve him as a dish for the gods, not shoot him as a carcass fit for hounds. And for Mark Antony, think not of it, for he can do no more than Caesar's arm when Caesar's head is off.
Yet I fear him, for the ingrate will love you.
Alas, good Cassius, do not think of him. If he loves Caesar, all that he can do is himself, take thought and die for Caesar. And that much he should, for he is given to sports, to wildness, and much company.
Claudius should agree, but it is doubtful whether Caesar will come forth today or no, for he is superstitious nor late, quite from the main opinion of dreams, ceremonies, and fancies. The persuasion of his augur will be countless. The morning's upon you, Brutus will you, and friends, disperse yourselves, and remember we have said today, and show yourselves true will.
Good gentlemen, look fresh and merry. Let not our wealth put on our purposes.
It must be by his death, and for my part. I know no personal cause to spurn at him, but for the general. He would be crowned. How that might change his nature? There is the question. Therefore think of him as a serpent's egg, which hatched, as his kind, would grow mischievous, and kill him in the shell.
Brutus, my lord.
Portia, what mean you? Wherefore rising now? It is not for your help, but to commit your weak condition to the wrathful warning.
You went gently, Brutus, stole from my bed, and walked about, musing and sighing with your arms across. And when I asked what the matter was, you answered not.
I'm not willing help, that's all.
Is Brutus sick? And is it physical? No, my Brutus,
and then 'tis thought thou show thy mercy. But where thou now exacts the penalty, which is a pound of this poor merchant's flesh, thou wilt, touched with human gentleness and love, forgive a moiety of the principal. We all expect a gentle answer, Jew.
You'll ask me why I choose to have a weight of carrying flesh and to receive 3,000 ducats? I can't answer that. Some men there are loved, not a gaping pig, and others are upset when they behold a cat. And others, when a bagpipe sings the nose, cannot contain their yearning. So I can give no reason, no more than a lodged tape. I bear, Antonio, are you answered?
There is no answer, thou unfeeling man, to excuse the current of thy cruelty.
I'm not bound to please thee with my answers.
Do all men kill the things they do not love?
Hates any man the thing he would not love?
Every offense is not a hate at first.
What, wouldst thou let the serpent sting thee twice?
Then 3,000 ducats, here is 6.
I'll have my mind.
How shalt thou hope for mercy, rendering none?
What judgment shall I dread doing no wrong? You have among yourself purchased a slave. Shall I say to you, let them be free, marry them to your heirs? You will answer, the slaves are ours. So I do answer, the pound of flesh is mine, and I will have it.
Good cheer, Antonio, what man courage yet? The Jew shall have my flesh, blood, bones, and all, ere thou shalt lose from me 1 drop of blood. Why dost thou whet thy knife so earnestly?
To cut the forfeiture from that banker up there.
Is he not able to discharge the money?
Yes, here I tender it for him to court. Yeah, twice the sum, if this will not suffice, I will be bound to pay it 10 times over, on the forfeit of my hands, my head, and my heart. If this will not suffice, it must appear that malice bears down truth, and I beseech you, rest once the law to your authority, to do a great right, do a little wrong, and curb this cruel devil of his will.
It must not be. There is no power in Venice can alter decree established. It cannot be. Upon my power, Bellario, a learned doctor, whom I have sent for to determine this.
An oath I have known from heaven. Shall I lay perjury upon my soul? No, not in Venice. Lawfully by this the Jew may claim a pound of flesh. Be merciful, take thrice thy money, bid me tear the bond. There is no power in the tongue of man to alter me. I stay here on my bond. Why then you must prepare your bosom for his knife. O noble judge, O excellent young man, therefore lay bare your bosom. I as restless as the bond. It is so. Are there balance here to weigh the flesh? I have them ready. Sacrifice to servant, Shylock, under your charge. To stop his wounds, lest he do bleed to death. I cannot find it to not move on. In tribal time I paid the abusive sentence. The pound of that same merchant's flesh is thine, the court awards it, and the law doth give it. Most rightful judge. And you must cut this flesh from off his breast. Most learned judge, a sentence, come prepare. Tarry a little, there is something else. This bond doth give thee here no drop of blood. The words expressly are a pound of flesh. Take then thy bond, take thou thy pound of flesh. From the cutting it, if thou dost shed 1 drop of Christian blood, thy lands and goods are by the laws of Venice confiscate. Is that the law? As thou art justice, be assured. Thou shalt have justice, more than thou desirest. I take this bond, then pay it thrice and let the Christian go. Soft, you shall have nothing but the penalty. Give me my principal and let me go. He hath refused in the open court. He shall have merely justice and your bond. Why then the devil give him good of it? I'll say no longer question. The law hath yet another hold on you, for it appears thou hast contrived against the very life of the defendant. Down therefore and beg mercy of the Duke.
That thou shalt see the difference of our spirits, I pardon thee thy life before thou ask it. Art thou contented? What dost thou say?
I am content.
See.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she, as her attendant hath, a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear, or spangled starlight sheen. But they do swear that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape and make you plight, or you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow, those that hobgoblin call you, and sweet You do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. But room fairy, for here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress. Would that he were gone.
All met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash, wanton. I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The ferryman buys not the child of me. His mother was a votaress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night, full often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, her womb then richeth my young squire. But she being mortal, of that boy did die, and for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend ye stay?
Chancellor Octavius is what it said. If you will patiently dance in a round and see our moonlight revels, go with us.
Give me that boy and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away, shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle monk, come hither. Fetch me that flower, the herb I shewed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids lay will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. I'll put your girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania while she's asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey or busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. See?
That's it.